What's going on with the Los Angeles real estate market for July 2024? Stay tuned. Hey guys, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group, and today we're going to be walking you through what's taking place in the Los Angeles real estate market for July 2024. Now, we haven't done a market update in a while, so there's a lot of stuff that we're going to walk you through today. All right, so let's start with interest rate, because that's obviously the driving force of what's affecting the market right now is the interest rate itself. So the interest rates right now, the good thing is we were about 7.5% not too long ago, and now the rates are kind of hovering around 6.75%, more or less, at the time of shooting this video. So we've already seen more activity in the marketplace since the rates have dropped down under 7%. Now, you have to keep in mind that if you go all the way back to February, back in February, the rates were right around 6%, and then the rates jumped up again, and currently, like I said, we're kind of hovering under 7% right now. So I think if you're a seller, you really need to pay attention to what the buyer's monthly payment is, and that'll kind of give you a really good idea that you don't have as many buyers as you did in years past when the interest rates, let's just say, were under 4%. So just to give you a couple examples on the interest rate front. So I was running some numbers for one of our clients. They were looking for something at $775,000 with 10% down. So $775,000 with 10% down was going to be, with principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, was going to be $5,300 a month. So most of our sellers have monthly payments that are significantly under that. So when you take a look at the fact that the median price for a home in the San Fernando Valley, a single family home, is $980,000, and then LA County is over $900,000, you can do the math on that. So I wanted to go over some numbers with you with one specific zip code, and that is 91326 in Porter Ranch. And the reason why I really like using this zip code as an example, because you have townhouses and condos that range anywhere from $500,000 to $900,000, and then you have single-family homes all the way up past $4 million. So you have a really diverse zip code in what the price point is. So let's go over the current numbers right now, because that kind of really gives you an idea of where the market is heading. Okay, so right now, at the time of shooting this video, you have 81 properties for sale in the entire zip code of 91326, which has over 13,000 homes, single-family homes in this zip code. Of the 13,000 single-family units, you only have 81 for sale. That's up from 34 in the beginning of February. We're currently looking at 81 properties for sale. Of the 81 properties for sale, you only have 31 that are listed 1.5 or less. So I'm going to keep harping on this 1.5 or less. So then you go to the pending escrows right now, right? Here in 91326, homes that are pending, active, under contract, currently in escrow. Well, you only have a total of 30 homes right now currently under contract in 91326. Of the 30 properties that are under contract, you have 22 that are under 1.5. And then if you take it a step further, looking at the recent closed sales, you would have here in 91326, since June 1st, 2024, you have 53 properties that have closed escrow. Guess what? 41 of them are under 1.5. So that's 41 of your 53. So what's the bottom line here? Is that homes are still selling. Yes, they are, which is good news for the local economy here. The big thing is that the homes that are selling, a majority of them, they are under 1.5. Because if you have a home, let's say listed for sale at $1 million right now with a 20% down payment, you're looking at a household income between $225,000 to $250,000, right? And that assumes that you have no credit card debt, no car payment, no other debts. So you can imagine not everybody's going to be in the boat to be able to afford a home over $1 million. So what are we seeing play out right now? Well, what we're seeing play out right now when it comes to our listings is that what we're finding is a lot of times we'll get multiple offers if the home is priced right. But as soon as we send out counter offers, a lot of times maybe if we get 3 or 4 offers, only 1 responds. And then you're also seeing 40% of escrows currently fall out right now. Well, a lot of that is because buyers get cold feet. You're dealing with homes that are 50, 60, 70 years old. And as a result, they have a lot of repairs and the seller doesn't want to have to pay for any of the repairs or give any type of credit to the buyer. And so then the buyer just realized, hey, you know what? I'm tapped out. I can't afford this home, as well as start making major system repairs to the home. So we're seeing that across the board where buyers are really on edge, and it's really incumbent on the sellers to kind of work with the buyers to kind of really get their home to the finish line to be able to close escrow and not haggle over $2,000 or $2,500, $3,000, especially when you bought the home 30 years ago. All right, so I wanted to give you a little bit other numbers here in LA County, just to give you an idea of how the market has shifted a little bit. So when you look at new listings year over year, so from June of last year in 2023 to June of this year, you're looking at a 27% increase in new listings. You're also looking at a 35% increase in active listings, as well as you are seeing a 22% drop in pending sales. So you put all that together, that if you're a home seller, you really need to price your home right. You need to make your home look great. This is where Staging, our Concierge Plus program, where you can remodel and fix the home to get it ready for sale with no upfront cost. It gets paid through the close of escrow. As well as if you're a buyer right now, well, you know what? I think that if you have your ducks in a row and you're able to buy right now, this is still really a good time because we're seeing the rates fall right now. And so if the rates continue to fall even more, you're going to see even more competition and it'll be even more difficult to be able to get your offer accepted. All right, hope you enjoyed this market update. If you have any real estate questions, feel free to give us a comment below or send us a message. My number, 818-396-3311, 818-396-3311. And thanks for watching this video.